You've seen big machines. Excavators that tower over job sites. Cranes that stretch into the clouds. But this is different. This is the BELAZ 75710, the largest haul truck in the world and one of the biggest land vehicles ever built. It's so massive, it can carry the weight of 3 fully built 2-story houses in a single load. And we'll break down exactly how that claim holds up in just a moment. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for that. This isn't hype, it's an industrial reality. We're talking 2 engines, 8 wheels, and a footprint wider than most city streets. But why build something this huge? Who uses it? And what kind of place even needs a machine this extreme? That's what we're digging into today. You're watching Hard Hat Industries, the channel where we break down the world's biggest machines and the mega projects they power. Let's get into it. The BELAZ 75710, forged in the industrial heart of Belarus, isn't just a truck. It's a rolling monument to extreme engineering. Every measurement on this beast is mind-boggling. It stretches 20.6 meters long, spans 9.87 meters wide, and towers 8.16 meters tall. Picture 2 city buses parked end-to-end for length and a 3-story building for height. That's the scale we're talking about. Its empty weight, a colossal 360 metric tons, heavier than a fully loaded jumbo jet. When fully loaded, it tips the scales at 810 metric tons. That's over 1.78 million pounds, roughly the weight of 600 average cars stacked together. The payload capacity alone is 450 metric tons, cementing its title as the highest capacity haul truck ever built. That's enough to carry the weight of 3 average American homes, complete with furniture, appliances, and even the kitchen sink. To support this monstrous load, it rolls on 8 gigantic wheels, each standing about 4 meters tall, taller than most people's homes. Each tire and rim assembly weighs around 5 metric tons, equivalent to a heavy-duty pickup truck. These Michelin-built 5980 R63 tubeless tires are custom engineered for the 75710, designed to withstand crushing pressure and abrasive terrain. With each costing between $40,000 and $50,000, replacing all 8, that's a $400,000 tire change. The truck's dump bed alone is a marvel, with a volume of 268 cubic meters, enough to hold the contents of 3 to 4 large backyard swimming pools. Its high-strength steel construction, using alloys like Weldok's 700F, ensures it can handle millions of tons of ore over its lifetime without buckling. And the price for this Titan? Anywhere from $6 to $7.5 million, depending on configuration. But that's just the start. Add in the cost of specialized haul roads, maintenance bays the size of aircraft hangars, and fueling stations that could service a small fleet, and you're looking at an investment that only the biggest minds can justify. Moving 810 tons of truck and ore isn't just about brute force. It's about precision engineering on an unprecedented scale. The BELAZ 75710 doesn't just deliver power, it redefines it. At its core are 2 massive 16-cylinder diesel engines, each pumping out 2,300 horsepower, for a jaw-dropping total of 4,600 horsepower. That's enough grunt to power a small town or launch a freight train up a mountain. These MTU DD16 V4000 engines are paired with a cooling system so robust it could chill a skyscraper, ensuring they don't overheat under the strain of constant heavy loads. But here's where it gets clever. This power doesn't go straight to the wheels. The 75710 uses a diesel-electric drivetrain, much like a modern locomotive. The engines drive 2 Siemens-built generators, which produce electricity to feed 4 1,200-kilowatt electric traction motors, one for each rear wheel pair. This setup delivers silky smooth torque, unmatched traction on slippery or steep terrain, and far fewer mechanical failures compared to traditional transmissions, which would shred under this kind of stress. The truck's advanced control system monitors every motor in real time, adjusting power to prevent wheel slip and maximize efficiency, even when hauling 450 tons up a 10% grade. Its suspension, a hydropneumatic system with nitrogen and oil, absorbs shocks from uneven mining roads, protecting the chassis and keeping the operator from feeling every bump. Top speed? It can hit 64 kilometers or 40 miles per hour when empty, cruising like a giant on steroids. But fully loaded, it plods along at 30 to 40 kilometers per hour on dedicated mining roads, prioritizing stability over speed. Fuel efficiency? Well, let's just say it's thirsty. It gulps down 13 to 1,500 liters of diesel per 100 kilometers when fully loaded, enough to drain a small gas station in a single shift. But it does have a trick up its sleeve. For lighter loads or downhill runs, it can switch to just one engine, cutting fuel use significantly. The fuel tank, with a capacity of 5,600 liters, allows it to operate for up to 24 hours without refueling, though topping it off does cost as much as a luxury car. This isn't just a truck. It's a rolling power plant built to conquer the toughest jobs on Earth. So why does this truck exist? Simple. Open pit mining at an extreme scale. In places like Siberia, South Africa, Chile, and Brazil, mining operations span dozens of square kilometers, extracting millions of tons of ore every year. Iron, coal, copper, gold, you name it. Hauling ore out of the pit is a major bottleneck. The more you can move in one trip, the more profitable the mine. Most ultra-class haul trucks, like the Caterpillar 797F, carry around 360 tons. That's huge. But the BELAZ 75710 pushes it to 450 tons, 25% more, without needing a bigger crew or more maintenance. Fewer trips, fewer trucks, lower cost per ton moved. That's the game changer in high-volume mining like Cubas, Russia or Carajas, Brazil. Plus, this truck is built for brutal conditions: extreme cold down to negative 50 degrees Celsius, abrasive terrain, and tight deadlines. Its diesel-electric system tackles steep inclines with ease. Its chassis, made of high-strength steel, endures millions of load cycles over a decade or more. But it's not perfect. Some operators report reliability issues like breakdowns or tricky ergonomics, which can slow things down if not managed carefully. All right, let's tackle that jaw-dropping claim about carrying 3 houses. An average 2-story American home around 2,000 to 3,000 square feet weighs about 100 to 150 tons, including structure, foundation, and furnishings. Take 150 tons per house, and 3 houses hits 450 tons. Exactly the BELAZ 75710's payload capacity. Now, home weights vary, so it could be closer to 2 or 4 houses depending on size. But the math checks out. This truck can haul the equivalent of 3 average homes in one go. That's not just a catchy line, it's engineering reality. As impressive as it is, the BELAZ 75710 has its challenges. It's not road legal anywhere. It's shipped in pieces and assembled on-site by a specialized crew where it stays for the life of the mine. Its turning radius is 19.8 meters. Not massive for its size, but still tricky in tight mining paths. The operator cabin is packed with cameras and monitoring systems to manage blind spots, and driving it takes serious skill. Maintenance is a beast. 2 engines, 2 generators, 4 traction motors, and a hydraulic system the size of a small truck require a dedicated crew working around the clock. And the cost? Beyond the $6 to $7.5 million price tag, you need reinforced haul roads and specialized facilities to support it. Picture the BELAZ 750-710 rolling through your neighborhood. It'd take up the entire street. No room for anything else curb to curb. Your driveway? Crushed. Sewer lines? Gone. Overhead power lines? Snapped like twigs. Each axle carries over 100 tons, more than 10 times the legal road limit in most places. Without feet of reinforced concrete and gravel, it would turn any road into rubble. Bottom line, this truck belongs in a mine, not your suburb. The BELAZ 750-710 redefines heavy-duty engineering, solving the critical challenge of moving massive material efficiently in large-scale mining. Its 450-ton payload capacity sets a benchmark, driving the industry forward. This is Hard Hat Industries, where we explore the world's most powerful machines and ambitious projects. Future videos will dive into tunnel boring machines that carve through solid rock, drag lines that shift tons of earth in a single scoop, and tower cranes that erect skyscrapers. Subscribe for in-depth breakdowns, leave a comment with the machine you'd like us to cover next, and stay tuned for more. Until next time.